Dear brothers and sisters, please accept our Thanksgiving greetings. As we prepare to get together with friends and family, it seems to us time to take stock. It's not just about ourselves as individuals, but all of us together out there are more than the sum of each. I'm referring, of course, to the soul of America. And it is overwhelmed. It's overwhelmed by loneliness. Never before have people been so isolated, so remote, and so distant. We've become a nation of strangers. More than a quarter of the population live alone. An estimated 43 million Americans over the age of 45 suffer from chronic loneliness. The silence, the eerie silence of the streets is deafening. How impoverished we've become, adrift in an ocean of things. The likes on Facebook don't do it. How many dreary hours are wasted scrolling through the media, searching for who knows what. People are becoming increasingly desperate. Many find no escape but in drugs. According to the CDC, opioid drugs are now killing 33,000 Americans each year. 1 out of every 6 Americans is taking at least one type of psychiatric drug. More than 600,000 children up to the age of 5 were taking psychiatric drugs in 2017. Shockingly, this included 125,000 children under the age of 1 year, the vast majority of whom were taking anti-anxiety medications. That's right, babies on psychiatric drugs. With millions more Americans on antidepressants, statin drugs, and chemotherapy, it's no exaggeration to say that America is drugged out. Moreover, this is an America wherein 1/3 of the adults are obese. It is estimated that by 2025, this could be as much as 45%. That's right. Think of it. Half the population obese. In our opinion, obesity is a cry from the soul. People bloating themselves into a fetal state in the hope of getting the love and attention they desperately they desperately need and once had as children. We have then in America of epidemics. The epidemic of obesity, the epidemic of type 2 diabetes, the epidemic of cancer, the epidemic of heart disease, the epidemic of depression, the epidemic of liver damage, the epidemic of opioids, the epidemic of sexually transmitted disease, the epidemic of Alzheimer's, and the epidemic of suicides. Life expectancy in America has fallen for the last 3 years in a row. This is not happening in any other wealthy country. It's attributed to deaths from drug abuse and a rise in suicides. The increase in suicides among teenagers and young people is especially tragic. An image emerges of an America in its 244th year, drugged out, bloated, and inebriated. On this Thanksgiving, we mourn the demise of Huckleberry Finn. That's right, the book has been banned in a California school district. They say that it is racist. Think of it, an epic about a boy and a black man who is escaping from slavery. They sailed down the Mississippi River on a raft. At each port of call, they encounter swindlers and deceivers, spreaders of hysteria and delirium. It's really an excursus to the soul of America. Of course, it had to be banned. Brothers and sisters, we urge you to plant a tree, an heirloom and historic apple tree, a pear tree, a plum or a peach tree. Bare root time is almost here. December, January, and February are the best times to plant a tree. Work side by side with brothers and sisters. Plant a community orchard. Think of it, an orchard of heirloom fruit trees. George Washington's favorite apple, Thomas Jefferson's favorite apple. Apples going back, way back to the roots, the bedrock of American history. What better first step to regenerate and redeem this American earth? I wish you and family a Thanksgiving of good health, prosperity, and success. Thank you indeed. Your comments and suggestions are always most welcome.